Welcome to the Late Show, everybody. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and I want to welcome everybody tonight. And I welcome you to our continuing coverage of Trump Smash 25. This week on Trump Smash, what Trump Smash is East Wing of White House? Why? Why Trump Smash? For his ridiculous ballroom. As of this morning, the East Wing looked like a rotisserie chicken your dog got into. That is very upsetting to look at. I realize that. And you know the administration knows that because today, the Secret Service closed access to the Ellipse Park, which is a public park from which journalists had been capturing live images of the East Wing demolition. Well, that makes sense. If none of it's on camera, they can just claim the East Wing hanged itself in prison. Now, a lot of... I got something. There you go. A lot of history being smashed to rubble there. First built in 1902, the East Wing has been the headquarters for presidential spouses since the Carter administration. In fact, Melania was in the East Wing, and I certainly hope they got her out of there because she is often mistaken for a beautiful floor lamp. Preservationists have tried in vain to stop this. The National Trust for Historic Preservation requested a pause in the demolition, urging the White House to, quote, go through the legally required public review process and to invite comment from the public. I've got a comment. I'll mail it in right here. Damn it! Former staffers and first ladies from both sides of the aisle are pretty upset about this. Penny Adams, who was Pat Nixon's staff in the 1970s, put it this way: I literally cried as I could see my old office window, she said in an interview with East Wing magazine. Sorry. Used to be East Wing magazine. Now it's Better Holes and Garbage. In addition to the First Lady's offices, the East Wing also held the East Colonnade, the Family Movie Theater, the Office of Legislative Affairs, the White House Military Office, and the White House Calligrapher's Office. When reached for comment, the White House calligraphers released this statement. So that's beautifully done. Okay. Trump has received a lot of money for his balldoggle from groveling corporations like Amazon, Apple, Comcast, Google, Microsoft, T-Mobile, Meta Platforms, and Hard Rock International. Yes, the Hard Rock. So guests of the ballroom will get to see all the great rock and roll presidential memorabilia like Bill Clinton's sax and Nixon's cone bra. Trump needs all the cash he can get. He repeatedly said that this ballroom would cost $200 million, but now he's saying it's $300 million. Which is going to buy a lot of ballroom. Just take a look at this scale model. It's going to be bigger than the White House itself. It's going to be 90,000 square feet. 90,000 is about the same size as a professional soccer field. So remember, corporations, as you bribe the president, no hands. Speaking of things that cost too much, we got there. We got there eventually. Got to that joke. Speaking of things that cost too much, beef. Thanks in part to Trump's tariffs, the cost of all meats are skyrocketing. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, or BLT, beef prices are up nearly 14% in the past year, and that covers nearly every cut in the meat sector. Steak prices are 16.6% higher. Beef roasts are up 13.6%. Even ground beef prices are up 12.8%. Can you imagine how expensive that beef would be if it didn't fall on the ground? Luckily for consumers, Donald Trump is a beef-based organism, so he plans to lower prices himself by quadrupling the amount of beef we buy from Argentina to 80,000 metric tons of beef. To put that in perspective, here's a photo of 80,000 metric tons of beef. Oh, I'm so hot I fell over. Where? Uh-oh, where'd my shirt go? American ranchers. I'm just jealous, that's all I am. American ranchers have been clear that importing this much foreign beef could crush their industry. They are not happy. To put that in agricultural terminology, the cow says, boo.
Cow buddy. Re-cancel.
No. Okay. There's an update on the jewel heist from the Louvre this weekend. As you'll recall, thieves stole priceless jewelry from the Louvre in a 7-minute raid. I say priceless, but museum officials have announced that the jewels are estimated to be worth $102 million. With that kind of money, you could buy a third of a ballroom. Reportedly, the thieves broke into the second floor of the gallery using a truck-mounted ladder, and there's newly released video of them making their lightning-quick escape. Look at them go. French officials have even released this photo of their getaway car. It's the cops. Escargot. Now, we also, really? Really? We had a big debate after rehearsal tonight. I'm like, that joke means nothing. Yes, they eat snails, but why would it be fast? It's the snails are slow. Why would?
I don't know.
Just goes to show I don't know what the I'm doing. Re-canceled! We also just learned that no security cameras were monitoring the second-floor balcony where the suspects entered the museum. And shockingly, it turns out Louvre security guards are unarmed. In lighter news, it's good. It's a family joke. That's a family joke. In lighter news, the machines are rising up to subjugate us in their beryllium mines and grind our bones into lubricant. Their latest target appears to be your paycheck, because we just learned that Amazon plans to replace more than 500,000 jobs with robots. No, we knew this was coming. That's why they call it Prime Day, because your job will be taken by Optimus Prime. He becomes a truck and then loads himself. The news of Amazon's plan comes from a cache of internal strategy documents viewed by the New York Times. Wow! That's the kind of scoop you used to get at the Washington Post. If only Bezos hadn't changed their slogan from democracy dies in darkness to 20% off next day delivery of 6-pack men's ankle socks. According to, that's a good deal though.
I mean, I'm not
20% off?
I'll buy that.
I love a good ankle sock. According to the documents, in order to calm the worried workers, Amazon is avoiding terms like automation and instead will be using terms like advanced technology. And to imply the AI workforce will collaborate with humans, they will replace the word robot with cobot. And instead of calling all that bullshit, I will call it advanced livestock butt derivative. The internet, a lot of words tonight, whole lot of words. The internet is abuzz with news that Earth now has 2 moons. You know what that means? Double werewolves. And for women, double periods, which according to my middle school health class will attract the double werewolves. The new so-called moon is technically a chunk of space rock captured by Earth's orbit called asteroid 2025 PN7, which according to scientists is actually a quasi-moon because it's only 18 to 36 meters wide, about the height of a small building. That's not much of a moon. These researchers sound a little desperate for attention. Hey, everybody. We found another moon. While I got you, did you know our funding's been cut? For just $10 a month, we'll say you're a moon. This, of course, has huge implications. Bow, 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 bow. This has huge implications that could rewrite our entire understanding of our place in the solar system, but mostly, it's gonna rewrite the song. Fly me to the moon, no, I mean the other moon. Not that brand new little moon, I mean our normal moon. In other words, I'm confused. In other words, extra moon. Got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Ben Stiller and Tig Notaro. But when we come back, you are beautiful. It's Meanwhile.